Good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. How comes you ain't got no shirt on? Well, I'll tell you, today I'm going to talk about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I know that there have been occasions in the past when I've made disparaging remarks about the expression or lack thereof in John Frusciante's guitar playing, and I wanted to take today to actually react to a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers that I really do like, and that's Give It Away, which came out in 1991. So yeah, that's why I'm not wearing a shirt. Just Hawkins Rides Again, again. Yes, so I have angered a few people in the past on Justin Hawkins Rides Again for not appreciating the Red Hot Chili Peppers music in exactly the same way that a Red Hot Chili Peppers enthusiast might. So today I'm going to try and react to a song that I think I like, and try and find some positives in their music. Give It Away is from the group's 5th studio album, Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. See? And the music was written by guitarist John Frusciante and bassist Flea during a jam session. Remember those? Months prior to the album recording sessions. Vocalist Andy Kiedis wrote the song's most prevalent lyrical refrain in response to an experience he shared with former girlfriend Nina Hagen. Now, I didn't even realise that he'd been out with Nina Hagen. Nina Hagen's, I think she's a German, like a punk artist. It's got something super operatic in her voice as well. Really eccentric and off-the-wall character. But I had no idea that they were ever together. Anyway, so he had an experience with Nina Hagen regarding altruistic behaviour and the value of selflessness. So when Kiedis was looking through Nina Hagen's closet, he came across a jacket that he liked, and he commented to Nina Hagen that it was really cool. He said, "Yeah, Nina, that jacket's really cool." And upon expressing this, Hagen immediately told him to keep it. And her reasoning behind the selflessness was due to an attempt to constantly make her life more enjoyable, and explained to Kiedis that if you have a closet full of clothes and you try to keep them all, your life will get very small. But if you have a full closet and someone sees something they like, if you give it to them, the world is a better place. So the act was something that affected Kiedis significantly because he had never before experienced such an enlightening ideology on life, and growing up in Los Angeles, he'd always thought differently from Nina Hagen. And instead of giving material possessions away and being free-thinking, Kiedis believed that one must take what one wants, as no one else will provide. That's the law of the jungle, isn't it? Survival, the fittest and all that. Instead, he now adopted Hagen's philosophy. It was such an epiphany that someone would want to give me her favourite thing. That stuck with me forever. Every time I'd be thinking, I have to keep, I'd remember, no, you've got to give away instead. And Give It Away went on to achieve international fame, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks in late 91, giving the band their first ever number 1 single. I'm just going to say, this is not altruism that we're describing here. This I know I described it as altruistic behaviour, but when Nina Hagen expressly says, okay, so you feel better when you let somebody have like an item from your closet that you otherwise would normally, that they covet and that you care about and you've looked after. That's it's altruism in the sense that you're doing something for someone else, but she's doing it because it makes her feel better about herself. So in fact, what we're talking about here is objectivism, and that's a different philosophy altogether. That's the one where you're obliged to do the things that make you happy. Thus, the world is a happier place if everybody does it. So. And part of that can be acts of altruism, or even performative wokeness, something like that. You can do anything like that, and in fact, the sets of behaviours that you demonstrate whilst doing objectivism can also be exactly the same as the ones you do if it was altruism. But it's not true altruism if you're doing it because you want to make yourself feel better. So it's objectivism as opposed to altruism. Right, let's get into the track. Yeah, nice one. So I'm really pleased about this track because it doesn't involve any sort of detuning, it's all in A. And it seems to be in A. Bit of a bluesy lick here. This is a really cool phrase. So if you're in A minor, the way to pull this off, I'm going to get the guitar in shot. You hit the 8th fret on the 6th string, and you hit the 7th fret on the 5th string, and you bend that 7th one up, leaving the 8th one where it is. So it's a phrase you'll hear in a lot of blues music, actually. So it's already blues funk, you know. What's Flea doing? Okay, so Flea's going like on the bass, and you've got like a or something like that. The two parts are really complementing each other. Yeah. Just this thing is just full of cool riffs. See, I'm not sure about that. Get it, put it in you. I'm not sure if that's talking about altruism or something entirely more sinister. No, I don't know. See, that's the whole video is rendered in with this effect that makes it look like everybody's made out of metal. It's called solarization, and I know this from studying photography as a much younger man. But the way you used to do it with film is you'd start to develop the picture. How does it work now? You render the photographic image negative and part positive. So I don't know how that works actually. There's something that you do. I think you do. Could you make two negatives somehow, and then one of them renders the other one positive, as it were, and then you expose both of those to the paper when you finally do the print. It's a long process. I used to be able to do it at college, but I've totally forgotten how to do it now. Anyway, that's what this looks like. Cool stuff, eh, guys?
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
What a riff. I always used to think that, give it away, give it away, give it... I'm not quite sure what that bit is, but, you know, it's my favourite bit. I love seeing Anthony Kiedis' teeth all f***ed up. I was always lucky with my teeth. Always. And then just where you'd expect a guitar solo to occur at 1 minute 41, you get another chorus, but without the accompaniment, just the drums. Yeah! And a backwards guitar solo. Yeah, that's why I always loved this one. So when those backward solos occur after the second and third choruses, it goes into like a similar riff to the A one, but in E. That's a bit of an AC/DC move, that is. Maybe that's why I always liked it. It's just a bit more interesting, do you know what I mean? Just when you've heard enough of that A, and then a chorus that's just on A. Right. Just what you want to hear. And I think all the video stuff goes backwards as well, you know? It's just really clever, isn't it? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. There's that phrase again. You have to wait till like 3.5 minutes before you hear it again, but that's that blues phrase I showed you earlier. It comes in. Then it gets a bit Black Sabbath at the end there. So around about 4 minutes you get this other riff.
Give it away now. Give it away now. Give it away now.
Yeah, that's it. See, I love that. It's a really iconic video. It's rendered in solarization. It's got some really good blues licks. And a lovely message about altruism stroke objectivism, depending on your point of view and why you're doing it. But nonetheless, brilliant stuff. That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers that I like. Right, hope that's answered a few of your questions. And yeah, nice one, guys. Just be walking right again. Again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these 2 videos. And when someone compliments an item of clothing that you're wearing, just give it to them. Just give it away. Give it away. Give it away now. Right, nice one. Cheers.